Hello, and welcome in or welcome back to another episode of the UCLA Bruins Insider Podcast here on Sports Illustrated. I'm your host, Madeline Considine, and before we get started, please be sure to follow us on X at UCLA Insider on SI and my Facebook page at Madeline Considines on SI Work for all of the latest updates. Let's get started. Today, we are diving into a national media moment for UCLA football. Head coach Deshaun Foster joined NFL Network's Good Morning Football Thursday morning. And if you haven't had a chance to catch the segment, don't worry, I've got you covered. From reflections on his own draft experience to what is happening right now in spring ball, Foster gave a really candid and wide-ranging interview that gives Bruins fans a real window into how he is approaching this year at the helm. So we're going to be breaking all of that down. Foster opened his appearance with a quick update from Westwood. Spring ball is in full swing. The transfer portal has reopened. And like every other coach in America, he is working overtime to balance development, roster, retention, and recruiting. He said that they're doing great and that because the portal just opened a couple days ago, they're just navigating through that. He said that we're in the middle of spring ball. My guys are playing well. Competition is up high. We're just enjoying what's going on right now. And he's going to continue to bring in guys that can help his program and get them where they need to be. That last part, bringing in guys who can help the program, is key. Foster has said from day one that he wants high character players who love football, and spring ball has become the proving ground for setting that culture. Now let's rewind. Foster isn't just coaching players heading to the draft. He lived that experience himself. He was the 34th overall pick in the 2002 NFL draft. As he recalled on the show, that the emotions of that draft weekend are still vivid more than 2 decades later. He said with a smile on his face that he was pissed because he was the 34th pick and didn't make that first round. But he was excited to be drafted back to Carolina. He's originally from North Carolina, and he explained that his dad was in the military. They got stationed in Orange County, stayed out there, and so getting drafted back home because both sides of his family are in Charlotte. So it was exciting for him to go home and to play in front of his family. That connection from Westwood back to Charlotte was deeply personal for Foster. Playing at UCLA, it meant that a lot of his family members couldn't make the trip to see him in college. That obviously changed in the NFL. So it was exciting because so much of his family that couldn't see him play were able to see basically his whole career. As for Foster channeling that experience now, it's really about perspective, he said. He remembers letting criticism and projections get to him as a prospect, something that now he's trying to help shield his players from. He said, at the time, you've probably let that stuff bother you or motivate you or whatever you're hearing or whatnot. But if I could go back, I would say you're never as bad as they say and you're never as good as they say. So just always come out there and compete and play hard every day and everything will work out. That mindset has really shaped his approach to draft prep as a coach. When Foster talks to his players before the combine or pro day, the advice is clear. Be authentic, be confident in what you know. He said, when you're talking to guys about getting ready for the combine, just be yourself. We have a lot of highly intelligent guys that come in there and really articulate what they can, what they've done on the field, and what the rest of the defense or offense does. So just making sure that you let them know exactly what you know and how you can line up everybody else on that field. One name that came up on the show was linebacker Carson Schwezinger, a play who has drawn rising buzz in the draft circles and could even sneak into the first round. For Foster, Schwezinger's rise is about much more than just talent. He said that he's a great person, that he's a player that waited to get his opportunity. And as soon as he got that, he took off. He talked about their relationship during scout team reps, where Schwezinger showed his attention to detail and just the love of the game. He said he was somebody that I had a relationship with because he was on the scout team and he would give me good insight. And that's how I knew this guy's really a student of the game. He was on all 4 core special teams, and so he was playing, he just wasn't playing linebacker. And then he said once he got on the field as a linebacker, we couldn't take him off, essentially. Foster also took a moment to shout out his coaching staff, including new offensive coordinator Tino Sensuri, just bringing a quarterback's mind and a fiery edge to the offensive room. He also, no interview with a college coach in 2025 would be complete without touching on NIL, the transfer portal, rapidly changing roster landscape, which Foster didn't shy away from. He said that it's just the nature of the game right now, and you have to be open. If you want to play ball, this is what's going on. He expressed support for players being able to earn more money and just emphasized the importance of UCLA's collective effort, saying that he was just excited to be able to raise money and get players that he wants so that they can be successful. From his own draft day frustrations to mentoring future pros, from scout team insight to NIL collectives, Foster's voice carries a steady, grounded tone. He knows where UCLA has been, and he's learning in real time what it is going to take to lead it forward. That is it for today's episode of the UCLA Bruins Insider Podcast here on Sports Illustrated. Please make sure to subscribe. Once again, I'm your host, Madeline Considine, and we will continue to bring you more insights into UCLA athletics. But until next time, go Bruins.